Now, if there is if there is a yes answer somewhere along the line, we're probably at a component unit relationship, and then we need to figure out if it's a fiduciary component unit or not. But we have a problem with GASB 84 and component units. As governments were implementing GASB 84 over the past couple of years, they said to GASB, wait a minute, I have a relationship with a potential fiduciary activity. No, I don't have to go down the path of a majority equity interest because the provisions of GASB 90 don't apply. But wait a minute, the potential fiduciary activity does not have a board. What do I do? It's legally separate. There is a trust. What do I do? This is where, the old engineer on the Starship Enterprise, Lieutenant Commander Montgomery Scott, said, Captain, the shields are buckling. Help is definitely needed. And that's why we now have GASB 97. And it's long titled to potentially rescue us, throw up the shields on the Starship Enterprise, and maybe solve the problem, depending on the situation. And a problem it is, as many relationships with potential fiduciary activities have this issue, legally separate due to a trust, but no separate board. It's just some form of relationship that's out there. But what does GASB 97 do for such relationships? First, a potential component unit relationship needs to be analyzed. If there is a potential component unit, if the primary government does the function of a board, it's the same as a voting majority. But how does this work? Let's say we have a defined benefit plan held in trust at a city. The city council instructs the city treasurer to serve on behalf of a board. But there are major exclusions in GASB 97. GASB 97 excludes this step if the potential component unit is some form of defined contribution, pension or OPEB plan, or another employee benefit plan, including certain, there's that magic GASB word out there, certain, not all Internal Revenue Code Section 457 plans. That word certain is a game changer. Given this change in GASB 97, the only thing left for this potential component unit analysis, and again, we need a potential component unit. The only thing we got left is defined benefit plans and for pension and OPEB. We also have external investment pools at states and many counties and other non-pension or OPEB potential component units. But we must test the component unit relationship first. And if we don't have a component unit relationship, GASB 84's provisions are still there. Second, there needs to be a potential component unit relationship already. I need to repeat that twice. Finally, the financial burden decision is only applicable to those DB plans out there administered through trust. If you don't have a trust, it's unlikely you got a potential component unit relationship, but you may still have a potential component unit for other fiduciary activities. So don't forget about those. Let's go back to our tree